Wait a minute! Stop it this instant! Shut your mouths and sit down! I am very ashamed of all of you. Today, we are going to be learning about solar flares and the types of scientists who study them. And, okay, for homework, you are all assigned a 500-word essay on the effect of solar flares on cattle in the Northeast due tomorrow. What?
That's outrageous.
You got it, just kidding. Hey, unfair.
Really?
Outrageous.
I can't believe that our assignment's due at the end of the day.
Oh my gosh, I know. What should we do? Oh, we can go to see Rachel Hock.
Yeah. Ah, fine. Let's go.
I think this is Rachel Hock's office. Hi, can I help you?
Yes, we were hoping that you could tell us about solar flares.
Sure, why don't you come on in? Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So let me tell you a little bit about myself before we start talking about solar flares. My name is Rachel Hock, and I am a graduate research assistant here at LASP, which is the Laboratory for Atmospheric and Space Physics. And what that means is that I am working on my doctorate in astrophysics, and while I'm doing that, I work here studying solar flares using data from the Solar Dynamics Observatory, SDO.
What is a solar flare?
Solar flare is a giant explosion in the solar atmosphere that releases a lot of energy and causes, it appears really bright when you look at the sun, and it causes material to be spewed forth from the atmosphere, which then travels to the Earth and impacts us. So to study solar flares, we use instruments that are on satellites that we launch into space, and these instruments can take pictures of the sun. SDO is the Solar Dynamics Observatory. It is a satellite launched by NASA that orbits the Earth above New Mexico and sends lots of data down. The solar flares generally don't impact humans directly, but the energy released by them impacts the Earth's atmosphere. So solar flares cause the Earth's atmosphere to poof up with all that extra energy that's hitting it, which causes any satellites that are orbiting in low Earth orbit to experience more drag. They have to go through more steps, so it's slowing them down. And then they decay and eventually fall into the Earth. Solar flares also cause the aurora borealis, which, while that looks really pretty, can impact our electrical system. So the aurora is caused by all these charged particles in the Earth's atmosphere. But those charged particles can also affect our power lines. And you don't want extra particles on our power lines, so you can lose power due to solar flares. So currently we don't have the ability to extract energy from solar flares, but the amount of energy released by a solar flare is about 10% of the light coming from the sun at any one time. So they are a huge source of energy, and maybe someday we'd be able. No, solar flares are really different than solar panels. Solar panels work by absorbing energy from the sun and converting that into energy we can use. They mostly use visible wavelengths, so wavelengths, colors of light we can see, but flares emit most of their a large part of their energy in wavelengths that we can't see with our eye. Things more like X-rays, you know, how they take X-ray machines.
Where's Chase? Oh, wait. Oh, hi, Chase.
Why do you take forever? I figured out one in 2 hours ago. Oh!
How?
I'm just not good.
Wait, where's Sabo?
Over here.
Oh, Sabo!
Hey. Yeah. Where were you guys?
Took the stairs down. What'd you do? How'd you get down here?
Elevator.